What's up, you guys?
Hey!
It's Danny and I.
You got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about this weekend.
You win, so go first.
Okay, look. Paisley Park. That's what we talk about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was in Santa Barbara, nights 1 and 2. I had a fantastic time. Made some money, saw some family, saw some love. But I missed it.
I talked about it. You already know. But Danny was there Sunday. And I was there Sunday. And I experienced Paisley Park differently because I was actually giving tours of Paisley Park, which was a phenomenal experience that I didn't even expect. I was told that I would be doing it the day before. So it was, it was surreal. But to be able to do that and all, it was amazing. It was pretty cool just because, it's Paisley Park. It's Paisley Park. I was just as happy. Me approaching it was like, look, I'm just like, I'm just as much of a fan and an admirer of that place, as anyone would be. So
that phone call was evidence of that. When I received the news.
Yeah.
That would be happening.
It was.
Can I say?
Yeah.
Danny, I gotta tell you something. Something just happened. So, it was a lot of. I couldn't yell back because I was in the airport, but yeah.
It was a cool moment to just witness Paisley Park in that sense.
It's not just witness Paisley Park in that sense. You pay $20 for a tour. Go in the door, and there's Jesse saying, welcome to Paisley Park. I'm going to be your tour guide. I want to take you to the rooms that you've never been in before. Like, it's insane. I'm freaking out, and so, and like, he's able to, it was good. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. And most of y'all went to this anyway, so
Yeah. I mean, it was just cool to be able to let people know the history of that place, and to play some of the music. That was the most exciting, to get the reaction, that energy, and just vibing off of what's going on. So, I mean, it was really a blessing to do that. I'm thankful to Prince, Kurt, Trevor, everybody.
I'm thankful to Prince, Kurt, Trevor, Donna,
Hannah, Joshua, man, all the family. Congratulations, man.
Because,
that album,
I felt I'm still learning the names.
Yeah.
To the sounds. I felt one like right here, and it just you messed it up a little bit actually by having it in Paisley Park, because I can't.
It hit you hard, didn't it?
Yeah, there was one part I'm excited, and I had to hold it in for a whole day because it was not happening yesterday. We were sitting in Studio C, where we always go to hear like a little listening parties and stuff. And we used to like these bomb pictures, black and whites of Third Eye Girl, Prince, and he's doing this
Studio
one.
B.
What? Oh, Studio B. Yeah, Studio B.
Yeah.
And sat down at the soundboard, right? And then he plays like he's controlling the computers and stuff. Yeah, it was an amazing experience, He's like pushing the buttons and adjusting things and deciding when we leave and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm talking. I was proud. I was happy for you. I was really happy for you. But it was just one vocal. He played like a vocal track, and it literally was like I saw that like this. And how am I supposed to do that in my house exactly? In my little cobalt. So you kind of jacked me up in that regard. But
the sounds, I mean, we're just thankful to everyone involved, and so this whole international dance thing.
I missed. It was so overwhelming, the feeling, like the whole time, because I missed 2 nights, right? So I'm coming in ready, but I was kind of like a big ball of just love. But Walked in the room and people kept saying that it was like the celebrations.
Yeah.
Back in early 2000s, but I didn't experience.
We
haven't experienced that. And so it's literally just like a whole collective of people. You got music going on in one room. You got just this openness happening, like this care, this support, this anticipation.
Right.
And it's just been building, old friends coming back again. It was truly
it was great.
And
people from all over the world. People from the UK, Japan, you know? Just celebrating
everybody.
People
from downtown Minneapolis that didn't even know Prince was still here.
Yeah.
it was
Eric Leeds. I had to. I mean, just look.
I did see him 2 weeks ago, but still.
Yeah.
I didn't see him in Paisley Park.
I mean, you guys, it just felt like a great gathering. You know, great gathering of people coming together with this, all of the things you said, anticipation, love, fellowship, just all of that, you know. And so
wonder. And what in the world
is about to happen?
And it's going on. Because we get tours now. Some people are going to day 2 or 3 just to make sure it happened.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. But the whole reason for all of this was
celebrating Hit and Run.
Celebrating Hit and Run.
And I mean, I think we've just spent so much. Oh, this is some beautiful stuff. Yeah. It's gorgeous, and so I'm glad that I'm a part of it. And my experience was lovely, and I'm thankful for it. How was Liv? Because see, I saw Liv the day before, and Liv just. I talked about that.
Yeah.
She was so wonderful. In the band, you had Ryan Waters. It was just an amazing show.
Had a new dude with the he looked like this guy.
He was like
he was
swinging the bass. Yeah.
Yeah, she was in a love for one another room. Had like some tennis shoes and something going on, but it was working for her.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people in there though, and it's hot. It's hot.
Yeah, he didn't have us in the main stage. We were in the love for room, which, you know.
But the cool thing
and it was busy.
It had car wash on.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny. But anyway, but the nice thing was that because there were so many people, they had a projector of what was going on in the love for one another room in the main stage. And so I went there because I needed air. Because this is like
it was 1,100 people out. That was confirmed over that. They told me. It was 1,100
Luckily, it didn't
out.
smell like it, but it felt like it.
The night before it was just 900, so it was packed. All of these. This was a very busy. Yeah.
I thought I could like just cross the street and walk into the gate.
No,
because,
it was
we've been
packed.
spoiled lately.
Yeah.
I had to wait across the street in the line.
Yeah, exactly.
At like 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cool. It was some kind of cover band. It had like 3 guys in it, I think. This is all seen from the main room. And then so they played. They were really good. Joshua and Third Eye Girl came out and announced that the album had been released on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. So officially we can hear it, as a whole. And it was really cool. They had like little seats up there, and like they just walking up to the Paisley Lounge for the evening to announce what's coming next.
Yeah.
And so they announced that, played a few songs. I was only able to hear the first time around $1 Million Show, which is okay. Yeah. You get a lot more when you hear it that. It's a nice song. What's the next one? Ain't Gonna Stop, right?
Ain't Nobody Stop Right Now?
Ain't Nobody Stop Right Now.
Shut It Down.
And Shut It Down. And then we came in to see you.
Okay.
Yeah. That was when that sound started though, so I wasn't entirely too ready. But so then came out again. Liv was out there. I had to breathe. Sat over in the main stage and just listened because you can still just hear everything wonderful. People were sitting. It felt like a jazz festival, honestly. If you just imagine grass instead of like concrete, and you just take the roof off of Paisley Park, and everybody was just kind of sitting and really grooving Liv and had their hands up and stuff. And she was coming, and then she saw people sitting though, and she came out to the main stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and walked around. Everybody was like, okay, I'm going to get up right quick. People got up fast. And she danced around and asked me if we were doing and stuff. It was cool, yeah.
Okay.
And finished out the song there, and had a live crew behind her and stuff.
Okay.
And then went back into the room. Finished out her set. She was real. She's all. When is she not?
When it's Liv Warfield is just.
But I was in a very.
What an amazing performer, but yeah.
Open space emotionally, and the notes she was hitting were quite comfortable in those spaces. So she was fantastic. Even better when you got air. And
yeah, I would have been on the main stage too.
This is like an interesting video because usually we have the same kind of experience.
I'm learning. I'm liking it.
Really?
Because you're visualizing. I'm not there. I just was doing tours the whole time. So seeing this is pretty cool. Yeah. Like, I didn't think she would move over to the main stage.
Oh yeah, she had her tennis shoes on. She can do anything. She's real. Who is it? Is it Patti LaBelle that be?
Yeah, Patti LaBelle. That's
man, but with her jewelry too, and like everything. So Liv had her tennis shoes on that day. Yeah. Yesterday, came around, was running around, finished out her set, and then everyone was like, "Thank Paisley." She did "Paisley Park is in Your Heart." It was she just said it. She just said
it. Okay. Don't make it seem like she sung that song.
That was like a soccer ball. Like, wait, I promise it's okay. It was a breakdown moment, and she was like, Paisley Park is in your heart. But it was just a moment,
I thought she was saying that she sung the song. I would have been quite.
No, that would have. Yeah.
Yeah. That was.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that didn't happen. Okay. But she closed out her set, and then the DJ came back up and was like, "Okay, it's officially released everywhere. Let's jam out."
They played it.
And then they played it. I didn't know it was so. I didn't know. I thought she was doing something.
Yeah.
It's actually short.
It's 37 minutes.
So it played that. Who have been listening to? I like it.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then shoot, we were out of there. It felt like it was only midnight, but apparently the clock said it was 2:40.
Like 2:40, near 3.
And then they got us out of there quick. The motorcycle wasn't there. They moved the motorcycle into the Purple Rain motorcycle
out. They had the Graffiti Bridge motorcycle out in the front.
They took it down?
Took it down where? Yeah, they took it.
It's usually up high. The black one?
Yeah. Put it in the front. Just for the Purple Rain one to be in the tour.
Oh.
So
I didn't see the guitar up close. The one I still can't figure out what that artwork is.
I know. It's a lot of things going on.
Sound. Learned a lot about sound on that tour. Like just I'm in such a sappy love mood, y'all. I'm really trying to hold the faucet back. Yeah. You say something right, it's gonna come.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
It's I love going to Paisley Park. There's always a sound and stuff like that, but Prince wasn't there.
Yeah.
It was like Third Eye Girl. It was the people that work at Paisley Park. Mm-hmm. It was like the people that came, the energy. It's Jesse, that made it a flowing night. That made it a good night. Yeah. They were very like just open and inviting and like really believed in what was going on. And it was just it was a very good night. It was a very good night for me. I liked it.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I definitely enjoyed it. This whole weekend experience. I mean, and just in totality of all of it. I think anyone who was able to come, people from Japan, people from the UK, people from all over, I think they really enjoyed it because it was like, for a lot of these people, it's their first time being there and they never experienced anything like it. To be there for the first time, who gets toured Paisley Park? Like when you think of it, that's a big thing. Mm-hmm. He's never done that. And to just come and get a tour. I mean, like the old, like not the old, like the road dogs are in there. Like we ain't been over here before. Yeah, that's been going since like '88. Yeah. And it was
I don't ever try to figure out what it is. It's just you just go.
You just go. You just go. You can go. You just go.
Look around. Get your rubberneck on.
Yeah, thank you. Because that's gonna happen naturally. You gonna.
We all know.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah.
Still,
for those who didn't know, I don't think a lot of people got that reference, but.
I think all of Minneapolis had a good night though. Because I mean, I heard D'Angelo tore it up too.
Yeah, he tore it up from what I hear. At first, a lot of people were thinking. I mean, it was just a lot of activity. I've been saying it a lot. Meaning, there was a lot of people.
The line for the tour went around the sound stage like that.
That's
to the point where I was like, I can't say hi right now because you see the line. I just got out of the line. People don't wait in lines anymore. Like you don't understand that was like a topic of conversation. In the line outside.
Wow.
Just to get inside to wait in line. Yeah. Folks don't have to wait in line no more, especially without phones. Mm-hmm. And especially without knowing what they're not going to get. But y'all got people outside waiting down the block hours before something starts. For me, I was like, I'm just going to observe.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't think that the tours, I mean, I knew that they were a hot topic because when they first started, I was like, oh, I got to go. You know, and I went, and it was, I can see, obviously, who wouldn't tour Paisley Park?
You kind of got desensitized after saying it 20. Oh, okay, say one for people that didn't go, that won't get you in trouble. Yeah. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Say one new thing that you learned about Paisley Park in the rooms that you can tell. One fact.
One fact?
The rest, you got to come to Paisley Park if it's really in your heart. I'm sorry.
Okay, so say one fact that I learned at Paisley Park that
you can share.
Gotcha.
You know, like you had, like, you were talking about certain things in the room that were special about it.
Yeah. And
so one thing that you can think of that was really like, oh, that's new or that's cool or something that fascinated you, that you can share.
The Studio B, Prince's personal studio, just how being in there, walking into that Studio A. So where's A? I corrected you first, now you put me back. Thank you. Studio A. The studio where Love Sexy was born, and just Prince's personal studio. Mm-hmm. It feels heavy of his presence. Like, it feels like a different atmosphere. And that's what, and so me being, I didn't know when I first, was in there. That was the first time I was just in there, mm-hmm. And so I didn't know it would hit me that hard.
It was like a heat. But go ahead.
Yeah, and so for me to walk in and just to see and to know, like, when they broke down how, this is where it all began, Len drum, cloud guitar, it just felt like a different atmosphere. And so
they played the song in that room.
Free yourself.
Can you not play with that song, please? Like, that needs to be out now. I felt better, and I was feeling good. That's a song that those are words that need to be heard. And it was nice. It was like almost like a note that was left for us. If you were looking close, it had the lyrics to Free Yourself. Before you got to it was like it was. That was a very
beautiful moment.
And it said it was the lyrics to Free Yourself.
Yeah.
And that place definitely, after a while, it even. I never thought I would say this. It smelled different than the rest of the place. It was heated. Presence is something you learn there, and I'm not even there all the time. Yeah. It was like
being there in that moment was.
That's all right. Nice.
So Paisley Park was beautiful this weekend.
Paisley Park was beautiful.
We had a wonderful time, and I'm thankful that
I got faucet face, so he's gonna have to wrap.
Those who came out, who just were students of this whole experience, I'm so glad.
All the hugs, all the people that got to meet,
going to practice every night. It was just fun.
I'm glad I got to catch everybody up last night. Y'all and Nick,
That was just a fun night. So I'm thankful I'm just telling you. I mean, look, if you got a chance to come to Paisley, if the chance arises,
It's worth it.
it's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it just because there's no place like it.
Yeah.
Expectations not whatever. Quite literally struck. There's no place like it. So I don't know. Go on an adventure. It's an adventure. I always learn something new.
Always a different experience. So. Thank you guys.
That's the video. Bye, y'all. Much love.